Hello and welcome to the second film in our Double Skin Facades series. In it, we consider why exterior walls are made up of different layers. Winter sportsmen and women often wear several layers of clothing, each with a different function, one over another. For example, the outer layer might be a wind and rainproof jacket to provide protection against the elements. It may be worn over a thermal layer with a breathable, moisture-absorbing undergarment next to the skin. The principle at work here is more or less the same as that of a multi-layer exterior wall. Where and when a particular wall material is used is determined essentially by its bulk density. High bulk density stone has a high compressive strength and consequently good load-bearing characteristics. However, it also has a high thermal transmittance coefficient and is perceived as a cold material. Hay is the opposite. It has virtually no load-bearing potential, but is a very good insulator and is associated with warmth. Finding a load-bearing stone material with average bulk density for a single-skin wall that also provides insulation is often impossible because of the other functions that the building shell has to perform. For this reason, an exterior wall that has to perform several functions is generally made up of several, typically 3, different layers: an external weather layer and an inner load-bearing layer with an insulating layer between them. Our Provost Church in Leipzig provides a typical example of a multi-layered wall structure. The exterior natural stonework offers protection against wind and rain. This is followed by a layer of thermal insulation. On the inside is a load-bearing, reinforced concrete wall. There are also other types of multi-layered walls. Here you can see our workshop building on Lake Zwenkau. Its exterior wall consists of a load-bearing reinforced concrete layer and a composite thermal insulation system comprising insulating panels that are bonded and pegged to the interior load-bearing layer before the outside is rendered. You can recognize this type of wall structure by the fact that it sounds hollow when you tap it. Though cost-effective, it is starting to fall into disrepute because of its poor environmental performance. In our little motorcar museum in Zwickau, we insulated the load-bearing reinforced concrete structure internally rather than externally. This technique of internal insulation has the advantage of providing a strong exterior wall surface that can take a number of different finishes. It does, however, produce thermal bridges at the points where the load-bearing members penetrate the insulation. It also makes it difficult to hang anything on the interior walls. Here you can see the multi-layered facade of our Chemnitz police station, which comprises aluminium panel cladding on an insulating, then a load-bearing layer. This type of construction is known as a rear-ventilated curtain wall facade. This is a good time to take a closer look at some of the terminology we're using. The term multi-layered facade covers all wall structures comprising 2 or more layers. Multi-skin facades, on the other hand, are made up of weatherproof and load-bearing skins made of high bulk density materials such as concrete panel cladding on reinforced concrete walls, for example. A brick facing skin on a reinforced concrete wall, for example, would therefore be described as a double-skin facade. If it were combined with a load-bearing masonry wall, we might use the term double-skin brick or blockwork wall. In all cases, a layer of insulation is fitted between the 2 skins. Summary: exterior walls are generally made up of 3 layers: an external weather layer and an inner load-bearing layer with an insulating layer between them. Where and when a material is used is determined by its bulk density. Materials with a high bulk density have good load-bearing characteristics but are poor insulators. Materials with low bulk density are poor load bearers but have good insulating properties. Why not take a look at the third film in our Double Skin Facades series? In it, we explain what the layers in a double skin wall are made of.